U.S. Rep. John J. Jimmy Duncan announced on Monday, July 31, 2017, that he will not seek re-election to the House seat he has held for close to 30 years. Waukett U.S. Rep. John J. Duncan, Jr. speaks with staff at DeVita Blount Dialysis in Maryville to learn more about the care needed for patients who require dialysis to survive. Photo, Brianna Paciorka/News Sentinel. Only a few months remain on U.S. Rep. John J. Duncan's decades-long tenure in Congress, but he's continuing to use his platform to make his opinion on an assortment of topics known. The fiscal conservative took exception to the University of Tennessee's hiring practices, specifically the costly contract buyouts of coaches, in his December newsletter. The buyouts that have irked Duncan include an original estimate of nearly $13.7 million in buyouts for former head football coach Butch Jones and his staff, even though that figure likely will be reduced, and a potential $5.5 million buyout for athletics director John Currie if he is fired without cause. More, cost of University of Tennessee coach search likely will be millions. I am a UT graduate, and my offices have helped many students, professors, and even sports teams in many ways over the years, Duncan wrote in the newsletter. I have nothing personally against any coach and hope the new UT coach does well. But I am disgusted by these buyouts. We just finished paying one former coach $100,000 a month, not to coach, and now we'll be paying over $8 million to the latest ex-coach. Duncan went on to say he understands the football team pays for itself and other athletic teams because of the amount of money that comes into the program, but said the buyout money should be used to help lower tuition for students. More, Rep. John Duncan's monthly legislative newsletter. Duncan also said the university's sports salaries are out of whack and praised the newly passed tax bill which, he said, taxes people making over $1 million a year at 37%. Duncan took time to discredit Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller and said he should have never been placed in charge of the investigation into the Trump campaign's ties to Russia. Duncan said Mueller's past friendship with former FBI Director James Comey is a definite conflict of interest. Duncan applauded the $1.437 trillion tax cut, over 10 years, signed by President Trump, but warned that future Congresses could change it and said nobody can predict the future. Regardless, he said the bulk of the income tax cut would go toward middle-income citizens. The USA Today Network Tennessee reported Duncan's decision to not seek re-election in July. Republicans running to replace Duncan include Knox County Mayor Tim Burchett, Jason Emmert, State Rep. Jimmy Matlock, Arlenier City, and Mascots Vito Sagliano. Democrats include Joshua Williams and Renee Hoyes.